Hello, hello everybody. This is Alex the Handyman. Today I'm gonna work on a B&G 100 series pump. It seems like the coupler broke, so we're gonna replace the coupler and the motor mounts. So first I'm gonna shut the power off to the pump, and then we're gonna remove the pump. There's 4 screws. I'm gonna use the 7/16 work better. So we're gonna remove 4 bolts, 1 here, 2, 3, and 4. 2 on the top and 2 at the bottom. So I'm gonna start replacing these. That screw, and I'm holding the motor. Now I'm gonna pull, and now see this, it's broken. So I have to remove the broken coupler. So there's an Allen screw there. So I'm gonna remove it, and then I'm gonna remove the broken one. I'm resting here. I'm gonna do the same with the other one. It's on the shaft on the bearing assembly, of the bearing assembly. Okay, so it seems like the motor is fine, and the bearing assembly is spinning too, so I think the impeller inside is okay. So I'm just gonna replace the coupler and the bearing. I'm gonna remove the power cord because I have to remove this bracket. Even though I killed the power, I'm gonna check again. So I'm gonna check to see if there's power, and there's no power. So check twice. Sometimes you think that you killed the power, but the wires go around some box and then pick up other wires. Now I'm gonna remove this nut here. I have to fix this cord to the flexible metal flexible conduit. I'm gonna put it on the side. I'm gonna remove this bracket, and then I'm gonna do so now I'm gonna remove the mounts. I'm gonna use a flat screwdriver. I'm gonna turn the motor. There she goes. I'm gonna clean. I'm gonna clean the whole motor. And I'm gonna remove the other one. I'm gonna do the same. See, this was all broken and saggy. So that's why the motor is not straight. The mounts cannot hold it straight. So it moves on the shaft, and then it hits the bearing assembly wall. So I'm using the flat blade, kind of just to pry out. There you go. So I'm gonna install the rubber mount, and you see this brake here, this goes on the bottom side. So when the pressure of the motor, this absorbs the pressure of the motor. And then this ground wire, you have to put it inside and I'm gonna use a hammer around the mounting. I already did this side. The brake goes at the bottom. Okay, now we're gonna do the cage. I don't know what's the name of it. We're gonna go just the center of the pump is this oil port, and I'm just gonna center it with this because I have to put this end piece right there. Right there. So I'm gonna center this with this because this is my bottom bracket. And now, if we come this way, this has to sit here. And this has to hook into that hole. There you go, see? This tab goes here. So you have to hold it. And then the top is gonna sit here, right where the other one was. And this has to be, and take the other tab. There you go. So I'm in here, and then on top of this one, and then this goes right on the other side. I'm gonna do my 2 screws for the bracket, and I have the wrong screwdriver, and you have to make sure this is at the center. So that's 1 screw, and make sure it's tight. So the cage sits strong around the mount, so there's no vibration. And now these are all hooked, so we're good. So now we're gonna do our new coupler. I'm gonna put a. So if you see this hole in the shaft, it's like that. So the screw goes inside. So I'm gonna align the screw with the shaft indentation. And then my screw has to be flush with, which is not, if something is going on here. There you go. This time it went in, and then just tighten it. Don't go crazy because you'll break your wrench. And we're gonna do the same. If you see here. Okay, so we're gonna do the same with the bearing assembly shaft. The shaft has the same indentation, the hole in there, and your coupler has the same Allen screw that has to go in. So this is gonna be tricky. You have to hold it and then align it. You're not gonna be able to see, but trust me, Now I have to put my wrench here through that hole of the bearing assembly and drive my screw in. And if your screw is flush with the bearing assembly, it went in fine. Yep, if you see there is flush, so we're good. Now we're gonna do the 4 screws to hold the motor to the bearing assembly. Okay, now we're gonna position our motor. So we're gonna put our screws here. We have 4 screws. Don't tighten it all the way. Don't tighten it all the way. Just see if I can do the other one cross. It's good. I can do this gear bottom. So right, you know what? Just want to do your screw. And then I hold the screws in. Don't tighten it. And you do like a start button. Okay, now I finished tightening all the bolts. Don't go crazy, just so it's strong, tight. Now we're gonna do the conduit, the flex conduit. I fixed it. I'm gonna feed it through here. I'm gonna do my nut. Are you nuts? So now this is tight. Now it seems like everything is okay. I'm gonna turn the power on. And it seems like it's working fine. It's turning fine. It sounds good. So thanks for watching. If you like this video or if it was helpful to you, please like and subscribe.